What's up, guys and gals? Exploring we shall go, exploring we shall go. That's the name of the game in this episode of The Long Dark. No, The Long Dark is the name of the game. Exploration is the task that is taking place beneath that halo. I think I don't want to sprint because I always run out of fatigue when I sprint everywhere, but I really do hate walking slowly in this game. It makes me sad. Why is it that, like, I was thinking about this the other day, and we walk everywhere in real life, and it's very rarely is it boring while you're just walking around because we consider that to be normal speed. But in video games, anytime you walk, it just seems like it's the most boring thing on earth. I don't know if that's, you just have to sprint everywhere in a video game because you can, because there's no, the world does not restrict you from sprinting all the time. Like if you see, and in fact it's the opposite, if you see somebody sprinting around at the store, you're just like, what is that guy up to? He's doing something. He's guilty. Arrest him. But like walking, it's kind of that weird disconnect. In the video game world, you never want to walk anywhere, but in real life, walking never feels as boring as it does in video games. Maybe that's because this is supposed to, what is that, a rock? That's a rock. Yep, definitely a rock. Definitely a rock. Definitely. Alright, well, it looks like we've hit a bit of an impasse here. I remember exploring this side. If we follow that river down there, take us back to the dam, which is fine. If we find ourselves isolated out here in the middle of nowhere, we start freezing to death, or if a storm comes in, I will definitely be making my way back to the dam just to get out of the cold. Don't really much have a choice right there. I don't think I've ever gone this way, and so this is the northern access to the river. I've definitely never seen that title in game before. I don't think that's something we've come across. So that's nice. We've got something new popping on in. What we're attempting to do today isn't really anything special. We're just going to walk around, keep our eye on the prize, and hopefully things work out. I'll talk about the channel a little bit if nothing else is going on. Let me take a look around this corner, though. I'd love to see what's in over here. I can't promise it'll be anything that interesting, but we can look. I had to pull Alien 1 today, and I've been really frustrated with YouTube lately, and I was debating whether I wanted to do this in a video log or whether I just wanted to touch on it while we were in random episodes. I had to pull Alien's Isolation 1 today, which was really a major frustration for me. It was working for 2 days, and then as of midnight last night, YouTube, the videos broke. It won't load for anybody, including me. I tried it on a couple different browsers to make sure before I pulled it, because the absolute last thing I ever want to do is pull a video. If you're familiar with YouTube, you'll know the reasons why, but if you don't YouTube, or if you just kind of like watch content on YouTube, what I'll tell you is this: pulling a video is so bad for your channel. Like, seriously, it's really, really bad. You definitely don't want to pull a video ever if you can help it, because it hurts your channel a lot. And so unfortunately, I've been feeling really frustrated with YouTube lately. YouTube has kind of been this big giant enemy the last couple weeks. It's broken a couple of my videos in a couple of weeks, and this is the most frequent it's ever been that they've just broke my stuff over and over and over again. And the thing that's upsetting about it is they never break it like right when you upload it. You upload it, the video will work fine for like 72 hours, or for example, in the case of one of my So You're Being Hunted videos, it worked fine for months, and then just at one point they broke it overnight. And so I have this video that's months and months and months old, and now I have to decide, you know, whether I'm going to pull it and put it back up. And, you know, it's just, there's a lot of detriments to taking down a video and then re-uploading the exact same video. Like, YouTube punishes you for that. And so it's frustrating to me that they break my video through their faulty tech support or through their faulty whatever they're doing, and then I get punished for it as well. And so it just feels very ham-fisted right now, and I was feeling very frustrated. I had trouble sleeping last night. I was so angry about it. I was really, really frustrated with YouTube, and I continue to be. I just don't know how, and I shouldn't be angry about it. Like, I know I shouldn't be frustrated about it because it's not something that I have control of. And so that's my rule in life. If you can't control it, seriously, if you can't control it, don't get mad or feel any emotion about it because it's something that's outside your control. But I don't know. There's something about my work on YouTube that I get really, really defensive of, and when they break it like that, I don't know. It kind of throws me for a loop. It makes me bounce off the wall, and it really makes me wish that there was someone I could contact at YouTube to fix this, because I've contacted them about it before and been like, hey, you broke my video, can you fix it please, by putting it back into the reprocessing queue or the re-indexing queue, and they told me that they can do that, but they're not going to because it's my fault, basically. And so I feel very tremendously hopeless right now with the Alien Isolation playthrough. Once I figured out that 100% I had to pull the first video in the series, I went through a brief period where I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to cancel the series outright and just be like, well, that's it. Like, the first video had to be pulled, and therefore, with all the detriments that will from here on out surround this series, it's almost not worth it to upload, but no, shit. Do I have any flares on me right now? No. I don't wanna waste a bullet. Please don't bite me, Wolfie, on my ass. If you bite me, I'll shoot you with a bullet. Here in snowbound hell. Nope, please don't. Go away. Stop that, wolf. Well, we outran a wolf. That's pretty awesome. I brag about that all the time. I'd be like, hey, did I ever tell you that story about that time that I outran that wolf? It came around the corner. It was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna bite you. You better watch out. And you're not gonna bite me. And I ran over the hill, and I was like faster than the wolf in the snow with my boots and my gun. I was faster than the wolf carrying 25 kilograms. When was the last time you outran a wolf with 25 kilograms in your pack? No, shit. Okay, so that's not gonna work. And that wolf is still after me. Is he? No, we're good. I'm just gonna go back this way. We're trying to find our way over this mountain right here. We don't much have an option. Eat some venison real fast. If I get food poisoning, Long Dark, if you give me food poisoning, we will no longer be friends. We will never again embrace like we have in the past. It's just, I embrace my video games. It happens from time again. But yeah, it's been a rough week for me here on YouTube. And I feel very, very... I feel some trepidity about complaining about YouTube because it's not like a hard job. You know, it's not like I'm tar mopping. It's not like, you know, I've had a hard time with work this week because it's ass-breaking labor. But at the same time, it's just... It's always something with YouTube. It's always something. And it seems like they just really don't go out of their way to fix any of the long-standing problems with their service. They just leave it there and they just move on. Yet at the same time, they'll spend inordinate amounts of time like redesigning the UI just over and over and over again, while at the same time ignoring their upload system, their feed system. It's just, what do you even say about it? What do you even say about someone whose priorities, or a company whose priorities are so just off-center? Like, you'd think they would focus on basic functionality and keeping things solid in their service before they moved on to like fiddling with the UI and things, because basic functionality, it's basic functionality, but nope, I guess not. I don't know if we've been to that deer tower. Like, I want to say that we have. Oh, that's like a sheer cliff right there. Never mind. Well, I tried to find a way around, but I don't think we've got anything. I don't see anything out here. I mean, I don't know. Where anything might be at. I'm on foreign ground right now. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I have no clue where I'm going. I'm just sort of walking around, canvassing and keeping my eyes open for anything that might be useful in between here, there, and everywhere. I'm going to try not to break my ankle while I go down this hill. I see tracks over there. What kind of tracks? I couldn't say, but tracks nonetheless. Let's have a look at them. Oh, footprints. Those are my tracks, I think. Unless I'm losing my mind now. Pretty sure those are my tracks. I've heard that the bunkers and some of the other areas, they spawn in between random locations. Like, they could be here, they can be there, they could be around somewhere. And so there is the possibility that we may not just never find them. I haven't spent a ton of time going back that way on the train tracks, but I don't have any real feeling that there's anything over there aside from the Hunter's Lodge. At least I've never seen anything off that way. We've been off that way and we've canvassed just about everything. So let's think about the possibility of the train bridge. There's a deer right there. What time is it? 2:30. Feels like 6 degrees. Because it's 2:30, we've got enough time. Not a ton of time, but a little bit. I think we'll probably just go back down the embankment right here, and let's just follow the river back that way, and if it connects where I think it's going to connect, that'll at least put a couple of the pieces together in my head, because my brain is often just sort of addled and in multiple fragments, and so I figure if we can put a couple pieces together, if we can add 2 and 2 successfully, I'm doing better than normal for math. So Mathesis. Pluralizing Mathesis. That's always... I won't say that it's odd, but it's just interesting to me that certain English speakers can pluralize math. So for example, in United States English, maths, you would get like marked off if you use that word on like an English test or something. But in other places, that's just normal. We just say math. Like math is both plural and singular. It's strange how these things all modify themselves. I think about stuff like this all the time. I don't know if anybody else does, but I do. That's half the time I have trouble sleeping at night because I just think too much. Like my brain is just way too active thinking of like random syntactical things. I've always found it a little bit odd that I didn't go into linguistics or anything like that because I've always had a very real interest in those subjects. The college I went to didn't have a linguistics department, so what are you gonna do? Let me see if I can... Hopefully it's not a wolf blocking the river down here. That would totally be lame. That would be the worst, Wolfie. And if you're blocking my river right now, a river may run through it, but a bullet will run through you if you don't allow my river to run. And so, if you hobble me to a walk, I will allow bad things to happen to you. Mr. Gunny right here really wants to shoot you. And I'm trying to talk him down. I'm being like, yo, Mr. Gunny, we don't have that many bullets. Mr. Gunny's like, nah, let me shoot him, brah. This guy's starting shit with us. Let me take him out. And I'm like, Gunny, calm down. Gunny. That's what I've named my gun. My gun is Gunny. It's from my favorite it's one of my favorite episodes anyways of Peep Show. Peep Show is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's a British comedy and it's hilarious. It is quite seriously one of the funniest shows ever made. The one where Jeremy does mushrooms and locks Mark in his room with diarrhea is one of my favorite episodes. That one's super funny. I think it's called Mushrooms or something, or Shroom Party or something like that. And then there's another episode where Jeremy's uncle dies, or no, it's Jeremy's aunt dies, and they find a gun at her house as part of her belongings. And so because there's gun control in England, it's just a funny thing because Jeremy's talking about how he has like all the power now, and he's just like running around pointing guns at people and things. It's hilarious. It's actually a really funny episode, as well as that show always surprises me with the intellectual maturity of the show, because you've got really very real balance between Jeremy and Mark. Like Mark makes some jokes that there are jokes that I have to look up that Mark makes about history and about politics and things like that, where it's a joke with like 3 layers of political satire in it, and I just don't get it. It's over my head because I'm not really a politically oriented person. And then Jeremy fills in with all the fart jokes, drug jokes, and all that fun stuff. Is that wolf still over here? So that took us back to here. Oh no. Wolfie! Alright, so I'm gonna run this way. Hopefully we don't sprain our ankle running down a snowy hill. Wolfie! Ooh, there is stuff over here. Alright, I'm gonna... Mr. Gunny! Mr. Gunny, I give you permission. DACA! See, I gave you so many warnings, man. I gave you like 150 warnings. I gave you so many more warnings than I would have given anybody else. I really did not want to kill you. Ooh, pork and beans. Ooh, a military grade MRE. Okay. A candy bar, an energy bar. Lots of bar-shaped things for us to shove into our gob. How much weight do we have? I really loathe leaving bodies behind. And how cold is it? Alright. How much meat can I get off this guy? 7 kilos. 21. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Give me that back. What's our fatigue at? Our fatigue's bad. It'll take us 1 hour to get that much meat off of him. It's 3:30, so that'll take us till 4:30. Assuming we get exhausted, let's just go for it. I don't like to waste. Waste not, want not, and we should be okay. Did that get my fatigue maxed out? It didn't. So let's get on the hustle back this way. Do the hustle. Why is stuff so catchy from the olden days? Music used to be so much more catchy than it is now. Although, I take that back, never mind. The second I said that, I thought about like 5 songs that are super catchy that just came out in like the last 2 months. Alan's Cave. Alan's Cave. I think because we started in Alan's Cave, didn't we? I think we started in Alan's Cave in this playthrough. My estimation is that because we started in Alan's Cave, it will not have anything in it. I'm almost positive that's how it works. And since we found Alan's Cave, I think if I go this way, it's going to bring us back to the lake. And at this point, I don't know. I think exploration has just about run its course. I'm not seeing anything that I really, really want around here. And it's disappointing me. It's a very, very disappointing adventure. We found a couple of candy bars and a med kit. Now, I think that I'm going to appreciate those candy bars quite a bit more once we reach the point in the game where we've already hunted out all of our resources. But at the point that we're at right now, I don't know. It's a little bit sadding. Oh, there's a fog rolling in. Oh, that's lame. Okay, and the temperature's dropping too. We need to hustle. I don't know if there's anything in and back there. It also looks like there's something accessible up through that way. Let's see. I want to see where this leads us back to. And if this takes us to the big lake, then we'll come back in the next day and we'll follow that one over there and see where it goes, that little tributary. I don't know if that's the main river or if we're walking on a tributary right now. Almost 5 o'clock. I'm playing risky. I'm playing really risky right now. Bad things could definitely happen. Where did this leave us? Oh, there's a cave. Or like a rocky overpass or something. I don't know. What does that music mean? This game so rarely has music. It really does follow a minimalist aesthetic, so it so rarely has music or anything else like that. I think this did. I think this comes out at the lake. Maybe? It's so hard to tell without clear visibility. Maybe this doesn't come out back by the lake. I think I got turned around in the fog. Which is kind of an interesting quandary to be in. Okay, so seeing as I'm turned around... Oh, there's the train tracks. Okay. Well, since it's semi-late, I think the lumber camp's over there, so this should be the way back to the dam. We'll use the dam as a stop-off right now, and then tomorrow we'll go... I don't know if we want to explore tomorrow or what we want to do. It may be a good time to head back to where we came from and maybe spend a day or two foraging wood, and actually, this wasn't a fruitful journey. Disappointingly enough, this was probably a mistake. I probably shouldn't have gone for this one. But oh well, what can you do? Hopefully they didn't spawn any wolves or anything inside the dam. We've got enough fatigue to where I think we can make it before nightfall without getting exhausted. So let's just do that for right now. That's our plan. We'll make for the dam. We'll bed down there for the night. I don't see any reason why we should fear the dam. So... in we go. We'll stop off here for the evening. We'll eat some food. We'll wine, dine, and be merry. Or at least wine, dine, and be unsullen. If we can't make it quite to merriness, I'll settle for just not being sullen. The lack of any emotion I'll take over being miserable, I guess. Did we ever search over here? Or like, what's going on this side? I think it'd be really cool if they got this to connect to there and you could walk to the other side and go to another dam and then get around the other side so the map got bigger through here. They could use this as sort of a... just like an instance transition or something. I don't know. I don't know if I should sweep this place again. Can wolves spawn in here again after a while? Maybe, maybe not. Well, it feels like 12 degrees Celsius in here, which is actually quite pleasant. So I guess we will spend a little bit of time. I'll probably just sleep in this little foyer area or whatever. We will grab...
I need to eat soon.
Let's eat some venison and hope that we don't get sick. Okay, and so we have eaten the cooked flesh of a deer. Num 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 num. So next, what I'd like to do, let's maybe see if we could forage some... Actually, what's my weight looking like before I do that? Yeah, that might actually be a terrible idea. Never mind. I'd like to cook all this, and that's what I was thinking, is maybe we could make a campfire in here somewhere and spend the evening cooking. give it a go. Let's see what we can come up with. It's gonna get real dark, but I bet this place is a pretty good storehouse for wood. It seems like there's a lot of objects you could break in here. So we got 2 reclaimed wood. It's odd that at 7:45 it's not darker than it is right now. Forage for another 2 hours. See where we get. Only, okay, so not enough, unfortunately. Now we're exhausted, so let me... Am I really that hungry? Oh, I'm not that hungry. The game is just being sensationalist about my hunger pangs again.
Have a little sleep right here.
There you go. And let's drink some water. And I may use the dam for a little bit as a holdout area. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I can give it a go. I want to put down my bedroll. There we go. And since everything's taken care of, yeah, I don't see any reason why I can't just like sleep for a couple hours. So we'll rest for a 7 and we'll see how well that does by our exhaustion. From what I can tell, it takes you around 10 hours of rest if you're fully fatigued to really get yourself back in the game. That also puts us at 16 days, 16 hours, and 33 minutes. We are killing it right now. We are just absolutely killing it. And all that I really need to do at the moment is drink some water, and that's what I'm going to do. Drink some water. I think we'll throw down on another couple hours of sleep, like maybe another 3 hours, since it's probably going to be too cold for us to go outside anyways. Might as well sleep in. I mean, I'm always the person who's trying to justify sleeping in. Believe you me, I have a very real like addiction to just like sleeping late. I had a job for years and years and years where I had to get up at 5 a.m. every day. And after I lost that job, I got pink slipped. I decided that I was never going to get up early ever again if I could do anything about it myself. I don't know if I should spend time right now. We're out of food, so I figure... Let's forage for wood for 2 more hours. Let's see what we can accomplish here. I don't recall there being a furnace in here anywhere, was there? Maybe there was. Was there a furnace in here? Yeah, I didn't expect there to be one, but if there was, it would be pretty awesome. I don't know if you can cook meat without a sizzling skillet. That's the part that I'm worried about right now. So I think what I'll probably do right now is break off the episode. What I'll do in between this episode and the next one is I'll run us back to our other house. And once there, I'll try and get some more food cooked up because I don't want this to go bad, obviously. We want to make the best use of our bullets as we can. This wolf was sort of a accident anyways, but I don't mean it like that, wolf. Calm down, ghost wolf. I'm not trying to say that you were an accident. I'm sure your parents love you, but you were an accident to me. You weren't supposed to show up. And he's like, well, why'd you kill me then? Because you were going to bite my leg off. That's why, wolf. I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.